Hey YouTube, and welcome to level 99 mode. So in today's video, I'm just going to be reflecting about reality. I'm going to be reflecting about existence. So as you guys can see right now, I'm just at a random place, and from time to time I just like to reflect, right? I like to think about life, and I'm just going to share my thoughts, right? So the first thing that hits my mind is that, to me, it's crazy that if we exist, the fact that it's like a phenomena that we exist. Sometimes it just hits my mind, I'm like, I take my time and I'm just like, it's kind of crazy that this is a thing, right? Like, let me get out of the car. Even this car, like, just the fact that we are here, so you guys can see like nature, that I can touch the fucking leaf, you know like sometimes that blows my mind. It's like, how did it even come to be? You know what I mean? Like, how did it come to be? Because you have to think about it. Like, one day you were like asleep, you didn't even exist, you had nothing, and there was nothing, and then one day you just wake up, you exist, and you observe all these things. You see that there are other people like you, but you don't know, like, the truth is in front of you, but you can't really see it because you can't know. So I don't know, guys. Everything in life points to, at least for me, right? From my perspective, everything in life tells me that we're not supposed to know the reason or the truth about this, right? We can all have theories, like sometimes when I talk to religious people, and this is something that really pisses me off. Not pisses me off, but it's irritating, because I can't talk to religious people, because when I talk to religious people and I try to philosophize about life, they always try to impose their ideology on me, right? And I look at them and I'm like, I understand that what you believe in is so true to you and it's so real to you, but you have to understand that you have a belief, right? I'm not talking about beliefs. It's very easy to have a belief, right? You can believe something and repeat it over and over again to yourself that it's true. It's going to become true. You can do that with anything, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, any book that like presents an explanation to this phenomena called life. So the issue with religious people is that they take their belief as fact. They take their belief as objective truth. When it's not objective truth, it is a belief, okay? A belief is not something that's true. It could be a lie, right? But you believe in it, aka you are the one that is authorizing this ideology to be true, right? So my t-shirt is so dirty. So that's the issue I have with religious people. I can't debate or have a constructive discussion with most religious people. I wouldn't say everyone, but most of them, because they're not able to understand. Like, they speak to you with the belief that they have the truth, right? And they feel sorry for you. They even feel sorry for you because in their mind, they're like, yo, but I know the truth. I know the reason. I have the explanation for that tree with a lot of green leaves. I have the explanation for this car and your body. They have explanation for everything. But they fail to understand that all they have is a belief. So when you truly look at life with no belief system, just with your own mind, your own eyes, and you observe reality without actually knowing why it's there or why it exists, that is beautiful, right? And yeah, guys, like, something tells me that in life we're not supposed to know the truth, right? We're not supposed to know what we hear, because everything points, for my perseveration, everything points to the fact that we are supposed to focus on this life, what we have right now, and not worry about, because we are gonna be there, right? Like, we are finite time, right? You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna die, and God knows what's gonna happen after death, right? Some, like, okay, let's say that you die and nothing happens. Well, then that's the truth. It doesn't matter. But what matters is that now that you're conscious in this life, you're supposed to focus on this life. You're supposed to make grow, right? That's what life points to, like growth and being useful to society, being useful to nature. You don't even have to be useful. You're just existing, surviving. I mean, that's our goal, right? If you look at it from a biological point of view, our goal in life is to survive and to reproduce, right? So clone, you find yourself a partner you can have intercourse with, and then you just multiply yourself while you're trying to survive and live in alignment with nature until your time is up. So yeah, sometimes I just take my time and I just like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, wow, it's really beautiful. It's amazing. So so yeah, guys, that's it. I'm just thinking about it. And that's the thing, because sometimes when I got older, when I was younger before, I would think I had such a different thought. Like when I was younger, I thought like, oh, life was going to be like this. I thought life was about being happy, right? But now I understand that life is not about being happy. Life was never meant to just be about happiness. Happiness is one of many emotions that you can feel as a human being, right? And you have emotions that are really good and you have emotions that are really bad, that feels really bad, and then you have the neutral one, right? So from my understanding, life is about being content, right? Content with what you have, content with, because you don't need to have everything, right? Life is not about having everything, but it's about being content with what you have. So you could be going through, because I see this, right? Like when I see people when you go outside, right, and you observe people, you're gonna see people with a lot of different facial expressions, right? This is also why body language works, because what people don't understand is that when you look at the person, right, your mind is subconsciously going to read them. So you can easily tell that a person is being tired or they're maybe sad, because we have something called micro expressions, which is something you do even if you try to hide something. It's very difficult to do it because your body is going to give off micro expressions, and you can't always control that. You can control the big ones, but the eye, that's why they say the eyes never lie, because the eyes are revealing those micro expressions, right? You guys have to remember there's a lot of muscles in the face, right? And not in the face, but also the body language, like the way you stand, the way you move. And this is how you're able to read people. So when I go outside and I observe people, especially when they're not paying attention, right? If they think that nobody's looking at them, you can observe them. You can kind of tell what state they're in because of the micro expressions, right? I can't speak. Micro expressions. So yeah, all these things, guys. So I see people are tired. I see people are like stuck in a loop, living paycheck to paycheck, you know? So yeah, guys, for me, I'm almost there. Right now, because I remember like when I was a teenager and I was like in my mid 20s, I was way more depressed and way more like sad. Now I'm so happy because I'm doing things that are like, sorry. The reason I'm happier now is because I'm doing things that aren't going against my nature so much, For example, my job, I used to work as a mechanic, and the job itself wasn't bad, but it's the environment, I was in an environment that was really bad. So I would feel depressed. Why was I depressed? I was depressed because I was going somewhere, I was doing something every single day that I didn't like to do, It didn't give me anything bad. I felt dead. Guys. Like, just thinking about it, I've even had nightmares about that. Like, just waking up and going into that workshop, and just like being stuck there while I see other people living their lives, you know. So I was like, wow, I can't be doing this, you know. I can't be doing that. Like, I need to have, I need to figure something out, you know. And now I've done that, right? But of course, now I'm looking for the next step, you know. So sometimes you got to be patient, you know. Because when I look at my situation now, it's like, yeah, I might be doing different things, but I'm way more free, and I feel way more happier, you know. Not happier, but I'm more content with my life. I'm not saying that my life is always pleasure and joy and all this stuff. No, but I'm content, right? I can have bad days, meaning that I feel bad, but my circumstances are good, right? And I have a routine. Having a routine is very important, guys. If you are, but the thing is, like, depression is there to tell you that something is wrong and you need to do something, you know. That's all it is. It just tells you, like, you got to do something. So that was it, guys. Just a little reflection video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Take care. Peace.